Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibby Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. Today is Tuesday, May 11th, 2021, and we are on day 131 of this edition of the Game of Life. I hope that you are playing along with me. I am not sure why I'm not getting any people. Hey, Amy. Okay, good. People are coming on. Awesome. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you are having. Yesterday, I had an intermittent fasting day. Today, I am having another intermittent fasting day. So that pound and a half that I was up from that really not overdone holiday on Sunday is already off, and that's excellent. And one of the realizations that I have come to is that if you don't hog trough on a holiday, it's much easier to get off the little bit of weight that you put on rather than hog troughing and having to get that off. So, hey, Polly, good morning. Good morning, Charlene from Michigan with a perfect day. Good morning, Amy from Ohio with an intermittent fasting perfect day. Good morning, Michelle Harper from Carrollton, Georgia. I am actually on the phone with my daughter. She's over there. Look, let me show y'all. There's my baby right there. Guess what she had to go find this morning? Gas. She had to go find gas. So she's out riding around in Carrollton, and she said that she had to go to a sketchy gas station, and she wanted me to be on the phone with her. I said, that's fine, but I got to do the Shibby show. She says, I just want you to be there with me. I said, okay, well, you hang over there and I'll do the show. So I'm getting to spend a little time with her this morning, even if it's this way. Good morning, Mary Anna from Chattanooga. Good morning, Colleen from Michigan, having a perfect day. Oh, Mary Anna's having an IMF day. Suzanne from Madisonville, Kentucky, having a perfect day today. Can you IMF all the time? You can, Suzanne. I IMF every single perfect day. So you can. Now, what that means for me, since I like to eat breakfast, what that means for me is I eat breakfast, I eat lunch. I typically eat the last bit of food, and I'm going to eat around 4 o'clock, but I make sure that it's before 6. And then if I go all of that time, that's actually from 4 to 8 is a 16-hour fast. And then if I were to do the other, it would be like a 14-hour fast. So that's what I usually get in a 14 to 16-hour fast. As long as you get in a 12-hour fast, you can call it intermittent fasting day. So, but I do that to keep me from eating at night when I don't want to be eating. So that's what I do. But yes, you can IMF every day. Hey, Sharon, good morning from Hickson, Tennessee. Having a perfect day. Yes, thank you, Julia. Michelle Harper said that she would help you if you ever need it, okay? She said, thank you, Michelle. Let's see. Sharon, finishing my Mighty Muffin breakfast while watching and listening. Awesome, Sharon. Yes, I love to be your TV show where you sit back, relax, and eat your Mighty Muffin. That's fun. Okay, so today I've got a networking meeting this morning, and then I've got a networking meeting at lunch, and I'm going to be taking my oatmeal protein pie because I do not know what they are serving. But tonight, for Travis's nightly event at 8:30, he's going to be interviewing me, and he's going to be interviewing Julie Marandino. So we would absolutely love for you to invite your friends to watch that. The nightly thing that Travis is doing is specifically for us to invite non-members to attend. That's why he's doing that every night. Yes, members enjoy it and we get a lot from it, but it is specifically for us to bring our friends to or to share it out, okay? So we're doing something a little bit different tonight than what he has been doing. I do hope that you enjoy it and that you will invite your friends ahead of time, and then when you get there tonight, share it out into the world. Do you know this information never hurt anybody? Never hurt anybody. All we're trying to do is get this man, Travis Martin's life's work, inspired by God, out there into the world so that they will know how to take care of their temple as well. We just want to share the info. We're not asking them to spend thousands of dollars. All we're wanting to do is say, hey, if you want to know the secret, we know it. We'd love to share it with you. Currently, you can get it for a lifetime at $99 or 2 years for $59, whatever their choice is, but it never hurt anybody and it doesn't cost much. So go ahead and invite your friends to attend. Good morning. Polly is having a perfect day in Dalton. Excellent, Polly. That is fabulous. Really, really fabulous. Okay, so let's do this devotion that I've been working on from Priscilla Shirer's Discerning the Voice of God. Good morning, Catherine from Inverness, Florida. And she's going to have a perfect day. That is fantastic. I love it. So the title of today's little section is called Come Determined to Wait. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the points that I made. I might interject some things, but I find it easier just to read the points that I've already written down in my composition notebook. Good morning, Alicia from Kennesaw. Having a perfect day. That is awesome. Where's the Travis like to share? I don't understand your question, Sharon. Yes, Polly, Patricia is awesome. Good morning, Sandy. Another perfect chilly day in Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania. I'm glad you're here with us. So we were talking about Habakkuk and his story, but once Habakkuk's confidence, so he had to have his confidence restored, he still had questions. Good morning, Tony. Having a perfect day. Good morning, Valerie from Indiana. Having a perfect day. So glad y'all are here. But now Habakkuk was prepared to wait for the answers, okay? So in Habakkuk 2:1, it says, I will stand at my watch and station myself on the ramparts. I will look to see what he will say to me, and what answer am I to give to this complaint? So I can't remember what the complaint was, but the parts that I find really awesome in that verse is, I will stand at my watch and station myself on the ramparts. I will look to see what he will say to me. And I highlighted stand and station a couple of times, okay, because this is going to be like a theme for today. The Hebrew words for stand and station are military terms. Like the guards at Buckingham Palace, you know, the ones that just stand there and they just do their job no matter what. They know that they have been assigned to a task and they won't allow anything to distract them. So as I was reading this, I was thinking about Shibboleth, how we have been offered up the lifestyle that will help you take care of your body. Don't let anything stand in your way. Nothing. Yesterday, I went to an event and I didn't eat the food that was there. I don't need to eat the food that's at an event. I had an oatmeal protein pie, and but that's what I wanted to do. So Habakkuk's posture was militant. He stands strong, his resolve sure, and he was on the lookout. He expected God to answer and was determined to wait until he did. So let me come back to this militant word. One night, my friend, who is a Shibboleth member, introduced me to her daughter who had just become a Shibboleth member. And she said, this is Kim. She's militant. And I said, thank you. And the reason I didn't mind that, and she wasn't trying to be mean or anything, she was just saying that I stay the course no matter what. And one, I like that she saw that I do stay the course, because that's what gets you the results that you want, and then that's what keeps the results. So that if I don't mind being militant, I don't mind standing, and I don't mind stationing myself with sure resolve. Don't mind that at all. So now I introduce myself and I'll tell that story about somebody introducing me as militant. That's okay. I'm making it happen. So Psalm 5:3. Listen to my voice in the morning, Lord. Each morning I bring my request to you and wait expectantly. We will always wait for the things that are important to us. The value we place on something is in direct proportion to the amount of time we're willing to wait for it. The value we place on something, do we place high value on burning off excess body fat? I'm sure we do, because we're here for that. Is in direct proportion to the amount of time we're willing to wait for it. You know, thankfully, we don't have to wait nearly as long to get rid of any body fat as it took to put it on. So we can reverse that pretty quick, but let's not get frustrated when we don't see a result on the scale, because if you've been doing the right thing, you have been burning body fat. There just may be something else on the scale masking it. So we can't let the scale determine our mood. There is a direct correlation between your level of anticipation to hear from God and your willingness to wait. Are you able to hear from Him? Do you think that you can hear from Him? If you do, you are more willing to wait. So Anne Graham Lotz, Billy Graham's daughter, so anticipates an answer from God that she is resolved to wait on Him for guidance before coming to a final decision on any matter. Now, I really like this a lot because in these days of fast and quick communication, we are expected to make answers quickly, make decisions quickly, give answers back quickly. And you know what? Sometimes a thought process has to happen before we give an answer back. So I think that sometimes people will get a, sorry, I had a little message come through and it distracted me. So people will get hurried. They'll feel pressured to make these answers and quick answers, and then they give the wrong ones. They didn't have time to wait. So I want y'all to think about that in your life. Don't feel pressured to give the wrong answer to something. Think about it first. So, and this is really good. So if other people, I wrote this, so if other people have to wait while you are waiting to hear from God, then they just have to wait, right? Don't feel pressured by a human being when you're trying to get the answer from the Lord. Conversing with the Father is colored by the needs of the day. Let your prayer be something definite, arising either out of the word which you have read or out of the real soul needs which you long to be satisfied. Let your prayer be so definite that you can say as you go out, I know what I have asked from my Father and I expect an answer. That was something that was written by Andrew Murray. He lived till he was 88 years old. He died in 1917. So he was a pastor and author from South Africa. So I'm going to read that again. Conversing with the Father is colored by the needs of the day. Let your prayer be something definite, arising either out of the word which you have read or out of the real soul needs which you long to be satisfied. Let your prayer, this is important, let your prayer be so definite that you can say that as you go out, I know what I have asked from my Father and I expect an answer. We should not let any impulsive, this is good for us, we should not let any impulsive behavior on our part put God's will on the back burner, right? So if we've determined that we're going to have a perfect day, let's not let an impulse put that on the back burner. His will for us is to eat properly. Yes, we can use food for celebratory reasons or other reasons, but His real will is for us to eat properly each day, okay? So let's not any impulse put that on the back burner. And then think about this. People often get married, move to a different state, or make a career change or important financial decisions without hearing from God, or before they hear from God, only to find out they would have been much better off if they had just been patient and waited for the Lord to speak. And the last bit, let me ask this question. If you have trouble waiting to hear God, ask yourself, do I really believe He will speak to the practical, personal issues of my life? See, sometimes if we don't believe He's going to speak, we become impatient. But if we know and we expect Him to speak, we can live that a little bit. We can be more patient and we can come expecting to hear and we can come expecting to wait. Sometimes, when my kids were little, I would go into the store and I would say, here are my expectations of you while we're in this store. We have to tell ourselves that same type of thing. I expect to be able to wait. If the Lord is going to speak to me, I expect to hear it. And if I don't hear from Him, I'm not going to make a move. So we want to do that. Let's see. What are y'all saying to me this morning? Thank y'all for typing in those verses that I mentioned. And okay. Okay. Hey, Christy from Ball Ground, Georgia, having a perfect day. Yes, Tony, I want to be that way too. That is awesome. Tony, militant and obedient. I know, I try. Now I have fun too, but you know what? We gotta do the right thing 80% of the time. And that's where I can be militant and obedient at that point in time. Good morning, Ron from Lilburn. Having a perfect day. Good morning, Diane. A perfect day. Thank you for sharing, Diane. Y'all can share this too. Just bottom left-hand corner, click the share button. And then when that other box pops up, you click the blue share now button. I would appreciate that. Yes, Michelle. Michelle just wrapped that up. Let our prayer be definite. And there's Miss Polly on there saying hello to Bev. Hey, Bev. And let's see. Valerie from Cave Spring. Going to be a perfect day. That's awesome. And good morning. Shibby Shop Sherry is on here with us too. That is absolutely awesome. So thank you all for joining me today, and I hope that you have a perfect day. Please invite people to come to tonight's What is Shibboleth, where Julie Marandino and I are going to be doing an interview style with Travis. We hope that you enjoy that new way, and it's your way to invite people to come hear all about what we are doing. Y'all make sure that you journal right away this morning so you determine your day. Your day does not determine you. And if you are watching on replay, as so many of you do, please type in #Shibboleth for His glory. Bye, everybody.